everyone, and welcome to the Big House. This massive crowd assembled here today to cheer on the Wolverines, already chanting "Go Blue." This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Panthers will kick this away to get us going here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He'll hand it off. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Takes the handoff. It's Fox. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Here's the second down play. Hands it off on the counter. They stop him with the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner and create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing
I can't do nothing right now. I tried to give you something you didn't want to when I tried to give it to you.
And the single back takes the handoff.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
I ain't doing that.
After that run on the previous
I'm not doing anything.
movement here from the tight end. Sticking with the running game. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up the football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. Direct snap to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. He's moving out of the pocket. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
No problem. Knocks it right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. Catch is made way down inside the 30, into the end zone. Touchdown, hit.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PAT makes the score 7-3. Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He'll try a pass here. And it's incomplete that time. Just out of reach of the receiver. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
The returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
The loss sets up a second and long from the 20. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Using his legs here. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up.
He's going for a big play downfield. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down. The rule of the catch, a big gainer.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this.
They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
But how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. When you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pressure coming, and they've got him again. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the ball is picked off. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. The shotgun handoff here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had, 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne, going back to Elvis Kerback and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's reeled in. It's Fox. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. He gets the 1st down in the process.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's running out of time here. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT is good, so the score is 10-7 now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They're going to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
1st down and 10 now. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Going to try to use his legs here. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Finds an open target on the left side. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down. So no long field goal attempt. The offense is on the field to go for it on 4th down. And there's the handoff. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a 1st down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Receiver makes the catch.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
A completion sets up a 2nd down play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He finds his man. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
1st down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. The back's got it on the pitch. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. The Panthers will line up here on 1st down and goal. Caught quickly. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
After a disastrous 1st down play, they're backed up on 2nd and goal. Looking to chuck it again. Close to the tight end. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's moving out of the pocket. Can't find anybody on 3rd down, throws it away, and now 4th down coming up.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And the field goal is good. And we're all tied up now.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Return starts from inside the 5. Powers through a tackle. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. They'll hand it off. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. And the Wolverines looking to run some tempo here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes a quick catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
First down, looking to throw the football. Snags the quick throw.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Grab down the middle. It's Woods. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
The Wolverines looking to cash in the red zone. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. The pocket breaking down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Going the other way, can they stop him? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pressure is coming. They got him. It's a sack. The defense will take some momentum to halftime after that one. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it deep to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking to make a big play downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And they will claim the second half lead.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
PAT is good, so they're in front now, 17-10. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Off the play fake on first down. Throws a rocket toward the right side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Here's the option play. As the first down, still on the move. They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
2nd down after that short completion. Keeping it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Now someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to him about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Defense is coming after him. He's hit just before the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll ride the back again here. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Gets made on the out route. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. It's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Extending the play now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Getting set. Here's second down. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down at the 21.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
There's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He fires it. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Gain of 13. And that's a first down for the offense.
Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. They finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. And the defense cannot believe that the interception is going to be wiped out. Roughing the passer is the call. So a new set of downs to work with after the roughing the passer penalty on 3rd down. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That ball snagged for a completion. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And he'll set up to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. He's moving out of the pocket now.
Hey, that's crazy, man.
Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Man.
Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long to occur.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Time for one more play here in the quarter. And they'll use the ground game here. While the defense has him behind the line, I'll tackle for loss, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Pittsburgh 24, Michigan 17.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Going to throw it on third and very long. Lets it go quickly. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Okay, come get a change, Kylie.
On the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. It's a quick grab. You make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Come on, handle this. You can't do flip. You can't stop the game. There ain't no everything. Can't stop it. That ain't about nothing important. I just can't stop it.
By the quarterback, then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, when somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. And they pick up the first down at the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive, come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Hits the running back in the flat. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated.
That ain't me.
That
ain't my phone. That ain't mine either.
In the red area, it's Fox. He'll be brought down just a
So there ain't off the
short of that first down marker.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down.
That ain't my phone. My phone right here. You know where you get that from.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Back adjusting now to the defense. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Oh, he just missed his receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the 4th quarter, 4th and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal on the 9.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. He gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's before field position to start the drive. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, I'd love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it in double coverage.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. The DB's backing off from the line now. There's the handoff. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Well, I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Good enough for first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And looking to throw now on first down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game flip. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
The loss sets up a second and long from the 20. And the quarterback dropping back. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
This Pitt offense is moving quickly down the field. Pitt getting set with a first and 10 coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Well, they touch the middle there, but get nothing.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down play coming up for this offense. The back's got it.
That's part of parents' duties. That's part of parent duties, parental duties. Right into the game.
7th play of the drive coming up. Third down, out of the shotgun. Short throw complete to the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Wow, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They'll run it from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? The ball is loose. The offense able to retain possession. Very lucky to still have a chance to win this. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play.
Oh, what the? Oh, no. What the heck? What the? Oh, good game, brother. Hold on. I read the thing wrong. Dang. Good game. I read it wrong. Read it wrong. Well.
And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over. Tied late here in the 4th quarter. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Panthers. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Just so impressed by this offense and the way they've executed throughout most of this day. Now with the game on the line, they deliver and give them the go-ahead score. There's enough time, though, on the clock. Your defense is going to have to go out there and make some plays to be able to win this game.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. But for taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. He's back to throw again on second down. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
You know, here in the fourth quarter with the lead, and you're the defense, I don't mind giving up some completions, but you can't let these guys get out of bounds and save the clock.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Looking to throw it on first down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain. And smart choice. He'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. So the win streak continues. Kirk, this team could have gone either way after that loss. They have regrouped and responded really well.
Yeah, I think it's important to reference that loss, Chris, from a few weeks ago, but that's now a distant memory. This team right now is firing on all cylinders, and it's going to be exciting to see how they close out the season and see if they can make a run and see if they can make it tough on the CFP committee on whether or not they get a shot.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Cool.